Hi, today we're going to be talking about what are stablecoins and why do they need to exist. But before we do that, we have to talk a little bit about what is money, particularly what is fiat money. But money itself has to be divisible. It has to be a unit of account. It has to be a store of value. It has to be durable. Potatoes can't be money. More importantly, it has to be something that's accepted widely and something that you can use to pay your taxes with. That's fiat money. Now, what is a cryptocurrency? At a high level, a cryptocurrency is a digital currency, not the only kind of digital currencies. There are other types of digital currencies that are not crypto, but cryptocurrencies are different because they use underpinnings of blockchain and they're also decentralized. That's important to note because later on in the conversation we're going to be talking about a little bit more about blockchain and a little bit more about decentralization and how that relates to the way we do business today. Okay, now we're going to talk about coins that are stable coins and briefly where they came from. The first stable coin was built in 2014. It was called USD. It was based on the Ethereum algorithm, and the reason why it was relatively safe. The reason why they invented this, as I said before, is they wanted stability and features of money. Some of the issues to be concerned with, even with stable coins, is they can be volatile, they can be high risk, there is no regulation, and they all do use Ethereum. Some of the current stable coins out today are Tether, USD, and TUSD, things of that nature. Now, the most important thing I mentioned before, I talked about blockchain and I talked about distributed databases or distributed nodes. The way we conduct business today in the business world is there's an intermediary, a bank, a brokerage firm, a real estate agent, someone who is trusted by both sides, someone who the seller, when he turns his property over to a real estate agent, he knows that he's well protected and everything's been done for them. So it sort of makes the relationship between buyer and seller a more cordial relationship. Also, one of the things that exists today in current markets, it takes quite a while for things to settle, like for a house closing or to sell stock. It will take you 3 days for the stock to settle. With cryptocurrencies and with blockchain and with distributed databases, this eliminates all that. They use something called the consensus protocol. And the consensus protocol is pretty much a way that the independent computers, as I said they would separate, could agree upon whether a transaction is real or not. This could happen in moments. In other words, once something is on a blockchain and in the crypto world, a house closing can occur in minutes instead of days. So the consensus protocol removes the need for the bank or the third party to be involved because the technology solves the trust problem. Now, if you think about another thing that has to happen is the stable coins have to have a reserve. Now, what is a reserve? if you've ever seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart, people come into the bank and they want their money. There has to be enough money to prevent a bank run. That's what a reserve is. Stable coins also have to have a reserve. But there is no Fed or OCC or SEC to regulate and tell them what that reserve is. So they do it different ways. They keep reserves when they need to either change a stable coin one stable crypto, change it to a stable coin, and then change it back into a crypto, or take one crypto, change it to a stable coin, and turn it into regular fiat money. Okay. Some of the stablecoin companies do something called pegging. In other words, they'll take the stable coin and they'll say, well, we'll keep $1 or $2 for every $10 in that stable coin that's out there. Some of the stablecoin companies use algorithms where they have no reserves practically, but the algorithms predict and let them know when and gives them some flavor on what type of audience they're going to get that is going to come in and ask for the money, and how much the algorithm should keep as a reserve. And some of the stablecoin companies use some combination of reserve currency, which could either be a commodity, it could be a US dollar, it could be a euro, something, it could be a US bond, something that they have that has value. They keep a quantity of that around so they can exchange that. Trust is the key thing, and by using blockchain and distributed technology and using consensus, you're able to reduce the cost and eliminate the problem of trust. The volatility of stablecoins are relatively low for crypto. They're more volatile than the dollar, but not as volatile as cryptocurrencies themselves that aren't stablecoins. There's no regulation, like there's no regulation in the crypto world yet, but in the fiat regular money world, there's heavy regulation from central banks all over the world. As far as management activity in stablecoins, there's very little. There's no one to oversee it, as we said. And when you talk about regular currency, fiat, real dollars, the central bank is there to oversee it. And in the crypto world, there is none, no way to oversee. So there is some stability in stablecoins. Are they as safe as a bank? No. Do they have the same kind of concept? Maybe. Are the costs better? Most definitely. Stablecoins will reduce our costs for making transactions like stock purchases and homes and things of that nature, due to the nature of blockchain. So it's also stablecoins to help when you talk about cross-currency transfers. Someone who wants to send their money from the United States to Brazil, stablecoins can reduce that cost also. So there's a lot of ways that could be helpful. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe and have a great day.